We are here with the one and only big Jujimufu for quite possibly the coolest, biggest home gym tour that we've ever done before. I couldn't actually be more excited to dig into the stuff. We've been here for a few minutes, and I've gotten to check a few things out, and I've got a lot of questions and some stuff excited to check out. So thank you for letting us in here, Juji.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We're pumped. This is, you guys are all going to see it here as we go through, but this is one of the coolest home gyms.
You want to count how many drink spotters are in this gym?
We will count as we go.
There's more than two, more than three.
Count along at home. And actually, we've got something else here that will pop out as a little fun surprise as we get going, too. So there's even more drink spotter fun to come, actually, as we get going. Yeah. So let's just start checking it out. And first of all, I guess, you said this is gym home, not home gym?
Yeah, because a home gym is a gym in a home, and this is actually a gym with a home in it, because I got a kitchen, a sleeping area, a bathroom. The only thing I don't have is a shower, and that's out back. So I'll just shower outside.
Okay.
So it's a gym with a home in it.
Yeah.
That's why it's gym home.
So is that the name of the gym? You know, a lot of people name their gym, so it's Gym Home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, every gym I've had started with the name Gym. So we had Gym Fort. It was like a fort. That was my 3-car garage back a few years ago. And then we have Gym Barn out there, which I still use.
Yeah.
We were just in there while we waited for the power to come back.
We did come for a hurricane.
You came during a hurricane, but I got Gym Barn. This is Gym Home. And actually, a future project that I haven't announced yet that I'm working on in 2025 is Gym Yard, which is going to be the ultimate outdoor home gym. So we'll get with that. But yeah, every gym I have starts with gym. It's just kind of became the thing, I guess.
Why not? You even had Jim Cat.
Jim
Rest
Cat,
in peace.
Rest in peace, feline saddle thrombus took him out, and it was very sad. But he was gone in 10 minutes. He was rubbing on me while we were filming outside. 10 minutes later, he's gone.
Well, this video is honor of Jim Cat then.
I got a little area over there where when I drink coffee in the morning, I got a little Jim Cat little thing I can look at. And,
excellent. Okay, so first of all, we're standing right inside where we're at. This is a giant cable crossover machine with attachments off of each end. You know, the big low row end, and this is Elite FTS.
This is Elite FTS dual cable crossover, and it's the largest thing in the gym, probably.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's big. I love it.
It is awesome. You know, a lot of home gyms couldn't house this, of course.
No, it's too big.
Right, it's too big, but you do have do you know what the square foot is in here that you
4,000.
Okay, 4,000.
Not including the mezzanine. The mezzanine's probably an extra 900 square feet up there.
And you had this built when you came to the property, and you built it tall too. You got really tall ceilings.
Yeah, it goes at the very middle. I think it goes up to 28 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, with like a 3/4 pitch. I'm not sure, but I remember all these specs when I built the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when we bought the property, it had some acreage on it, and the back was just a bunch of grass. I actually got old videos of me like kicking barbells downhill and stuff in the grass. But I bought it so that I knew I could build on it later, and things worked out pretty good. And I was like, then now we'd be standing in this.
Yeah. Here's our first drink spotter on the tour.
Yeah.
The drink spotter XL.
That was my drink.
With the rain and the You do have a lot of around. I bet you never at any point in time get too far away from a little bit of
No, we're surrounded by it. In fact, when we ship it out, if it doesn't reach the destination, we never reship a bottle, because during transport, it does take a little bit out of the bottle to get to where it's going to go, especially during hotter months. So we never reship.
So you've got them, they come here and you...
So all the stuff that doesn't make it to the destination and comes back, that's why I have so much awe. It's just like I'm using... Yep, there's shit tons of it here.
I also notice you've got, we don't have to get into specifics, you got a lot of notes and stuff on the machines. What are the notes? Is it training notes? And
some of them are just workouts. Yeah, sometimes I'll do workouts, and some of them, I can't tell you why certain ones are left up there, but the main reason is, like, I can look here and be like, a year and some change ago, I was able to do this much on this.
Right.
And I even got over here, I got one time I was experimenting with QR codes on machines where I can scan it, and it goes to a spreadsheet where I can type in how much I did.
Okay.
So that anytime, if I haven't used a machine in a while, I'll be like, how much did I do on this? I don't remember. It might have been a year and a half, and then I'll be able to go back and reference.
Just throw up the note and leave it there.
Yeah, so most of the notes sitting around are just like workouts I did, and I can take a quick glance and be like, oh, okay, so I like 96 for like 12 on this.
Right.
Gotcha.
And speaking of that is like the coolest preacher curl bench that I've ever seen.
This is probably one of the best things in this room.
It is really cool.
No,
I've never seen it. Yeah.
Gas assisted here. So, and then also you can spin it around. So this is spider curls.
Yeah.
But here, Tanner, get on this.
Yeah, that is a sweet piece of equipment.
No, this thing is amazing. Like, it feels so good.
Yeah. And we talked about this. Like, this just feels like it feels like the Ferrari of
it is.
Preacher Curl.
It literally is Ferrari.
Yeah, right.
No, because Apiro, Italy is where Panata is manufactured, and they're pretty close to where Ferrari has some manufacturing done.
Yeah.
And they told me that no, this is Ferrari.
Right.
Like, they do this.
Right.
So this is Ferrari leather on machines. It feels good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool. Attachment wall and grip wall, really, I guess is what we're
Yeah,
looking
so there's a
at
mixture of our products from Grip Genie, as well as some other people's products. This wall it needs updated. This just is like a lot of crap right now.
Yeah.
Got a lot of resin tools we experimented with this year. Some of them are fun. We got a lot of grippers. We do have some of these.
I wanted to ask about the giant scissors, so what do we do? What do you do?
Well, don't like, this will cut you.
That is sharp, actually.
No,
I
you
can
will.
verify.
Yeah, this is one of the
You could
highest.
chop someone's arm off with this.
I've never seen an Amazon product with higher ratings before, because it's real. It's like for $25 on Amazon, you get a pair of scissors that could probably kill someone.
So this is like I would picture you doing a ceremonial ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
But
like, what do you want to cut? You want to cut something? Here, let me find
preferably
something.
not myself.
Here, look, hold this out.
Okay.
What is it? That's an arm
let's
wrestling
test it.
strap? I
Yeah,
don't need that strap anymore. You ready? You want to cut it?
Yeah, we'll set this down.
Here, you cut it.
All right.
Yeah.
This will be the ribbon cutting. They even had gold one, or did you paint this?
No, that was a stock color.
All right.
Weird,
okay.
huh?
Do you think we'll be able to cut it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing to it.
How is this legal? They should not be allowed to sell this on
We're going to
Amazon.
take this home on the airplane with us and be like, no, it's just scissors. You're fine.
No, I'm a school teacher.
Where was that hanging at?
It doesn't matter.
All right, yeah.
Yep. After everyone that can relate to this, when you grab something off one of these things.
Yep. 3 other things come with it.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
it is the nature.
I got an innovation for you guys, all right? If anyone wants to start a business that'll actually work in fitness, and I got too many other things going on.
Yeah.
So I'll just give a free idea. Make gym peg wall. Done. Like, this is peg wall used in a gym.
Yeah.
Get something made, like a series, a set, a system of some sort for gym equipment peg wall. It doesn't exist. It would kill it. You know it would. You know it would.
And something that when you grab it, the pin doesn't.
This gets annoying, man. I can't stand like this. But,
Yeah.
there you go. Free idea for anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur and make a living doing fitness stuff.
It's just kidding. We're charging for that. If anyone uses that idea,
You're actually going to cut this out of the video and save it for yourself? Yeah, it's good.
And you do have this attachment where you have pretty much every attachment under the sun here.
We have quite a bit of things, correct. I would have said we would have had everything under the sun, but in the last 5 years, there's been so many attachments that have come out
That's true.
There's no way we're keeping up, which I think is great for the industry. I love all the innovations. Were you guys at Home Gym Con this year?
Yeah, we were at Home
We're going to
Gym
go
Con.
this year.
Oh yeah, it's worth the trip, honestly.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I like this gym pin one with the various attachment points.
It's great. So what you do with that one is you usually thread it with the 90-90 handle. Which angles 90?
Yes, right.
This is usually what goes on it, which these are awesome. Props to you guys for making something I really like, but I don't know where the other one is. I really wish I could find the other one. Good luck,
Yeah.
For attachments, another one I like is this track handle here. I got a pair of them, but this company's been around for a while. But
that's cool.
This one's great. I want to show you guys some stuff that you can buy and put in your home gym. That is Sam's skate.
Okay.
Yeah,
roller derby.
Yeah.
We just had Amber Hansen on the podcast. She was talking about her doing roller derby powerlifting. Yeah.
Oh man, a strong woman, a larger strong woman that wants to go and start doing roller derby would probably dominate.
Yeah.
Can you see a Donna doing roller derby?
I would get out of the way.
Oh yes, yes, I would definitely get out of the way if she was doing roller derby. But yeah,
you have a lot of pin selectorized equipment in the gym, and we won't be able to go over every single one because you really do have a lot. But how do you go? What I'm wondering is, how do you go about selecting? Because you have a lot of stuff in here, but you hand-picked everything that's here. What's the process of it?
hand-picking?
Yeah, right.
Literally hand-picking. I do have a lot of Panata stuff more than anything, but there were certain things that I wanted from other manufacturers that I got instead. It's just when you buy from one person, they'll usually give you a bigger discount if you're getting a lot of stuff. But at the same time, it's like I'm not going to compromise.
Right.
There was no compromise here. If I wanted something specific, I was going to get it from that manufacturer.
Right.
See what
You
I'm
weren't.
saying?
Yeah. If you love the Gymshark, whatever,
Pit
you're
Shark.
going to get the the Pit Shark. Pit Shark. You're
Yeah,
gonna get
I'm
the
not
Pit
going to
Shark.
get it from another manufacturer
Right.
just to
because
go ahead
it's,
and get this.
because
No,
you're getting 7 other pieces from them. Yeah.
Exactly. I
Right.
like the Pit Shark. It's fantastic.
Right, and you do have a lot of this Panada equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So what we were kind of talking about earlier is what are your favorite Panada plate-loaded pieces that you've got? Because you got a whole bunch of them over here.
Yeah, definitely this one over here. I got 2 of them. I use
Okay.
more than any of them. This guy right here, this high row, is honestly, I could probably
Yeah.
just do this exercise for my back, and that would be the only back exercise that I ever have to do again.
Right.
It's that good. It's the perfect mixture of a row and a lat pull down. It's just my back, when I do it,
It hits, you feel the...
I could just do like 8 sets of this and call it a day. I don't have to break it up and do like 3 sets of this, 3 sets
Right.
of this. Like I could just do this.
See it in action.
Yeah,
Loaded with that many plates, that might be too
that's
many
my
plates.
working
Yeah.
weight. So let's go ahead. Yeah, this will be easier. There you go, 2. But this, I mean, it's just a plate-loaded machine, but holy crap, I love this thing. It just, the feel is perfect for my body. But yeah, this is basically it. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
It's the perfect machine for my back. So
I also got to show these plates that, these
Gold.
Panada gold plates that fit the aesthetic, of course. These are kind of like the rubber-coated with the handle. So this was an option, too. They had the gold plates. I assume they had the gold equipment, so the plates were an option, too.
you know what's interesting about everything that's colored gold in here didn't cost extra. Either it was actually stock, like the fans, it's a gold color. Everyone thinks that it was like a special order. It wasn't. It was just an option I could choose from. As well as they'll paint it any color. If you don't want it painted, it's going to cost the same. So you might as well get what you wanted. So I got gold on everything, and it didn't cost extra. There was no extra cost for anything that's gold in here.
Yeah.
That's good. Also, the chest one over here is probably, those are the 2 machines I probably use the most, honestly, out of all the Panada stuff. Just these simple machines. So, I mean, anyone can get like a rowing machine or a pressing machine, you know what I mean?
Right.
But they're so valuable. This incline press is incredible. Oh, that's my working weight. Holy
Oh, I
shit.
like the foot.
Yep.
The foot assist for the starting point.
Just this one. So I've done so many chest workouts where this is just the first movement, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll just do like 3 to 5 sets of, 10 to 12.
I really like that foot assist, especially so you're not having to start that, especially your first rep at like such a deep stretched angle.
I mean, I'm really flexible, but it
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean I want to start it at that angle.
Right,
It's not worth it. So
Right.
this will get me here. And also, after I go ahead and press it up, it's a good catch too.
Right.
See me?
Yeah.
So if I'm like really struggling, I just
Right,
catch it
right.
and just walk out of it. So those 2 machines are probably, they're not the most exotic machines, but those are the ones I use the most for sure.
Yeah.
But we have like a mid-incline, an incline,
The
an
complete
upright incline,
horizontal.
a complete horizontal right next to the laundry machine.
Oh, of course.
So you can,
For those squat workouts that end poorly, if you know what I mean.
oh yes, there's some at the bottom there. I haven't got to them yet, some underwears. But yeah, so you could be doing a set of this and then superset it with doing laundry. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, you can sit there and stare at your phone or stare off in the distance when you rest, but
Or you could get a little housework done.
exactly.
They don't call this gym home for no reason. There's even laundry. Your dumbbell set, you go all the way up to 150s or?
Yep. I don't,
150.
I don't need more than that. I know dumbbells go up higher, but like, what are you going to do? Like, film a shitty row with a
Right.
200 or struggle with the 200s? Like, I don't need to do that.
These Rogue dumbbells have nice handles. You know, these are nice dumbbells, obviously.
You know, Coop from Garage Gym Reviews gave me shit about these dumbbells.
I saw that, and
I
I
was
wondered,
trying to-
Coop, what is wrong with these dumbbells?
I like them.
These are nice.
What's a better alternative, though? That's my question.
What
I don't
was
actually
his,
know.
what was his suggestion?
Watson's maybe?
Yeah, there's Watson's.
They're pretty. They're
Yeah.
steel. They're a good company. They're also about 4 times more
Right.
cost than these, and those are rubber. You can drop them.
What would Big Trey Mitchell just got some new ones first? What
Custom Watsons.
Were those Watsons too? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, these they're the most functional. I think. You know what this is?
Okay, I was going to ask you, so is this if you're going to do like seated dumbbell overhead press, and this is where you set the dumbbells?
Yeah, you ready?
Like that? Is that what we're doing?
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Tommy, step back a bit.
Get the 150s.
No, do not get the 150s. we were benching with Jen Thompson here a while ago. We can't go the 150s.
So
Let's
this one?
do that.
Yep. So if you're working with like 90s or 100s, you know, like it's a lower back exercise. It stretches this. You got to sit up here.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, or you got to do this. I mean, what are we trying to do? We're trying to press.
Right.
So with this one, you got them here, and you just 1, 2.
Nice.
And then you just, when you're done with them, you know, dropping them is easy, but you can just set them back in there.
Yeah. And it's made well that you could, you know, it can take.
Oh God! We
Yeah.
never had to adjust or retighten anything.
Right.
So we got it 3 years ago.
Atlantis piece.
Atlantis is really good, Canadian company. Yeah.
I think we did a Dr. Mike tour, and I think he had a decent number of Atlantis pieces in his gym too.
Yep.
It seems like I'm seeing more and more of it around too.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
I got a few more Atlantis in here, but I did get a selection of Atlantis and Panado and filling out most of the type of like bodybuilding stuff. I would kind of categorize this as, you know.
You always have to re-rack your weights in gym home.
Not really. I want to do
Loose rule.
I have an ambitious video idea called Sisyphus's dumbbell rack.
Okay.
And it's a time lapse where I change color costume every time I unrack and re-rack the plates, because you know Sisyphus is rock.
Yeah.
And then it rolls
Pushing
back
up
down.
yeah.
So I dump them on. So you can imagine a time lapse of a guy stripping every dumbbell off the rack and then putting it all back on and changing into a different outfit and just doing it over and over again like a rainbow. And there'd be no way of faking it. It would just be like an absurd amount of work for no reason.
That I just
kind of like Sisyphus is rock.
That's true. I just got a new dumbbell rack in our gym, and I had to do that even without the outfit changes, and that was a lot of work. You know, that would be no joke.
I did it once with a heart rate monitor on, and it was cardio for sure.
Yeah, that would be cardio. Mm-hmm. All right. If there's any other, let me just want to see what some of these as we walk by.
I can show you a couple weird ones while we're back here.
Yeah.
This is a scissor press. It's also called a circular press. And I feel like this is probably one of the best alternatives for someone that's too lazy to do push-ups as a finisher.
Okay.
But because push-ups do involve your core, and they're great, but come on, guys, you're like powerlifting and bodybuilding, sometimes you get lazy. You know what I mean?
You want to sit down and
so
press
with
a little bit.
You need a little bit more weight. But this is, it feels like a push-up does when it feels good, like getting a good pump. And it's just, you got to try it.
Yeah, I got to try that.
Sit down.
Yeah. And
the
there
feel
again,
of
it has the assisted start, which I think is great because it sucks getting back underneath some of these things.
This is a really neat one.
Oh, yeah.
So just do like 8 of them.
Oh.
You can take your foot off the assist.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Get that stretch.
Yeah. It does. It is odd that I really feel it in the chest, too, and it's like not straining my shoulders at all or anything. And
it's like the perfect thing that, like, it feels like a pump machine is all it is.
Yeah.
I love it.
That is what it's like.
Yeah.
I do like that.
It's really good. I think it's a great finisher.
Yeah.
I think when you've done some other home gym tours, it's like everything's a finisher in here. It seems like just everything's a good finisher.
What's the starter?
I think the first two I showed you were good starters.
Yeah.
This actually, Antoine was modifying this with this.
Customed.
He got those big scissors and started cutting these up, but he wanted to do it hands-free for some reason.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but this is a great multi-flight. You've done these before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not on this, of course, but...
I think they're all about the same. I can't really think of a manufacturer that makes one that's like, oh my God, stay away from that one. They're all pretty good. You know what I mean? We can start there. But, you just, there we go. Great way of doing lateral raises when you're lazy and don't want to do dumbbells. I don't know. But it's just so easy just to jump up in it. I really like this one. I use it a lot.
You have a lot of options in your gym, too. You know, like... you could almost, I mean, I'm not saying you train this way, but you could almost train, you'd never have 2 training days that are the same if you didn't want.
You don't have to. No.
Yeah.
You end up like having your favorites. You kind of fall into like, oh, this works. Why would I screw it up?
Right. But, do you ever almost forget about a piece of gym equipment that's in here where you're like, oh yeah,
of course.
I could use that.
Yeah.
That is here.
Sure.
Yeah.
This thing right here. Yeah.
that.
This thing right here.
Power Smith dual system.
I did a poll on my Instagram once. I was like, how many of you have seen this machine before? And I've never seen it. It was like 99% said, like it was close to like 2% said they've seen it. It's
so
that
it's
rare.
I mean, it's kind of like a converging handles because they come up closer as you get up higher. And
yeah, and then it also has the ability to go decline.
Okay, yeah.
And then you can push it back here.
Wow.
Like this.
What a machine.
And then converging handles one at a time. There's also band pegs. Look down to the right.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Some band pegs. It's awesome. It's really good. But it's one of those ones where, I forgot about that one.
Right.
Like, I have a love affair with this dude over here.
Right.
And this guy right here. This is fantastic. And we do have a lot of small things in here that you guys would find interesting for home gyms, like the bench wedge from AbMat.
From AbMat.
You guys have probably been familiar with what they've done the last 2 years. I'm really happy with the innovations and collaborations they've done.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're really cool people.
I think I saw you probably had a Plow box that was AbMat and some other stuff over here that...
I'll tell you a cool story about that. They wanted to send me a Plow box as a gift. I was like, okay. I was like, how about a big AbMat logo on one side and a big Splitman logo on the other side? And they're like, how about just 2 big Splitman logos? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really nice of you guys. Thank you.
As long as we're here, part of my favorite part about every gym we go to is the decor. And this wall is really catches your eye. And actually, I remember thinking about this when we were at the Arnold this year and looking at your booth, and you had I think some of these specifically, like in prints or something for sale or on display or whatever it was. But what's the story on all of this artwork that we see here?
Yeah, so I write programs. I sell them in spiral and digital format, but the spiral ones are pretty big. They're at least all of them are like 100 pages printed. They're big programs. And the guy I collaborate with has done all of these. We're friends for like 10 years. He's from Chile. And I need a cover for the program, for the book. I need some fantasy artwork. So I draw some inspiration from video games, Man of War, metal album covers. And I'll spit something out at him like, here, this one right here in the far right.
Yeah.
Right? For example, I was like, I need something that looks like the video game Doom for Deadlift Doom. I want it to look really blocky. I want a bunch of ring race in the background. And then he spits that out at me.
Yeah.
It's not AI art. This is all it takes a guy
This is an artist.
Yeah, it takes him 4 to 6 months to make these.
What's your favorite one? Have you ever thought about it?
I like that one, third from the right.
Yeah.
With a dude dragging the skeletons up the staircase that goes to the sun.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite.
That's pretty cool.
I also like, for some reason, the one bottom to second from the left and the bottom, the dude on the horse. For some reason, I like that one. That's why I have 2 of that one. I got one in my office area over there. But yeah, all these are good. And actually, it started with the one in the top left, the one of the flexibility. That's the cover of my book, Legendary Flexibility, which I wrote in 2016, and that's actually what gave me the funds to quit my day job.
So that's part of why all this is here today.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that,
if it wasn't for that, Massenomics wouldn't be here today doing a gym tour with you.
This is a great attachment.
So is this? Do you utilize this here, or is this actually an attachment?
Oh no. Yeah. It's Zap push downs. Yeah. So I don't have it turned on right now.
Yeah.
But you can do like this with it. Really good. Like open hand. It's got good feel in your hands. Yeah. Also, it doubles as bug deterrent. So I do open the doors quite a lot. This is one of the rare days where the doors are closed because of the hurricane and the mugginess. But we get bugs in here, and you usually have to clear them out during the day. And this little dude, builds triceps and kills bugs.
We didn't. We kind of glossed over the rings here, but I assume you do a lot of stuff that we maybe don't do as much, and some of that might be incorporated with the rings. But do you utilize these? I think I saw in other places you have rings, but I assume
I have them everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's not because we're trying to sell them, because my company does sell. Yeah. Thank you. Fist bump. Yeah. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I started training rings in 2010, and ever since then, it was like 14, 15 years ago, there hasn't been a single training phase where I haven't found a use for them, whether it's mobility, stretching, power, strength. And the rings are just, I did a ring workout 2 days ago. Yeah. I'm trying to get my muscle up back because I'm a little heavier.
Yep.
But even trying to go for things that are kind of outside your scope, it still reveals a lot of weakness. You know what I mean? Pick a lift that's just really nasty.
Yeah.
Give you an example, front squat with clean grip. Yeah. If you can't do this, you're going to at least be able to list why. Like, my wrists suck, my elbows suck, my knees suck. Yeah, it's going to give you a lot of suck, but that doesn't mean you need to avoid the lift. It's just giving you clues on what to train to not be weak anymore.
Right.
I feel like rings will expose so much weakness. It's like, okay, you're like, look at these calluses right here in my wrist.
Right.
That's from the false grip on the rings.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like them. So where you might find...
A lot of people have calluses here, but not a lot of people have calluses there.
Yeah. So just to wrap this one up real quick, to give you an example, a lot of my training, sometimes it can look kind of like a powerlifting training where you have your main lift and your accessory work, right? Well, this is going to be in the substitute of bench press for me most of the time.
Okay.
Like anything like that, because I just never found much use for bench pressing as a main lift.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it doesn't really carry over to athletics, and it doesn't build muscle. So it's kind of like, unless I want to bench press for fun, I'm not going to do it.
Or unless you're going to do a powerlifting meet, or
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I do a lot of pressing stuff on machines and dumbbells because I do feel like that builds muscle. But at barbell bench press, there's other options for me.
I have also been trying to get my muscle up back, and it's been a 38-year journey. And by back, I mean just here for the first time. So it's a journey. I'm in it for the long haul.
There we go. That's right.
We talked about, you've got more, you have 2 huge leg presses actually, don't you then? You have one right here, and you have one in...
Yep, that is a hack squat.
Oh yeah, this is actually a hack squat. With
the
most enormous platform.
That
I've ever seen. This is in case Shaq comes over to hack squat.
So this is from Elite FTS. This is Dave Tate. You can see where I put chalk around my feet.
Oh, so then that's actually smart. So then you reoccur to the same spot each time.
Yeah. But it's wide because I remember the first time I saw this at Dave Tate's gym at Elite FTS. He's the guy that makes it. I was like, Dave, why the hell is this platform so long? He's across the room. He goes, sumo deadlift.
Oh.
So it's sumo deadlift accessory. So if you need to build your sumo deadlift with a hack squat, there you go. You got a wide stance now. The thing behind you is actually one of the best leg machines in this gym. I know we got a little bit of cramming. It's a little clustered back here with the whiteboard and stuff, but
this is a popular piece, isn't it? Too, like this is well known as a piece that a lot of people
pendulum squat.
Yeah.
Look at the footprint, man.
Yeah.
This can fit.
So is this the loading point?
Yeah, you don't even need much weight.
Yeah.
Like you need like 345s on the back end in order to
You don't need much weight at all.
No,
Sometimes
you don't.
a quarter pound is enough even.
Even just doing the movement is good. You could do like one-legged as well if you want to do like pistol squat type stuff.
Right.
If you're into that type of stuff. But yeah, the pendulum squat here is probably one of the best leg machines in the gym.
Cool. So
I got a lot of them.
So you do use this one quite a bit then?
During phases when I need that type of work, that's going to be one of my number one choices for sure.
Yeah. And you, not to get off too much on it, but you do train in phases a lot, right? That is kind of the strategy that you.
Oh yeah.
You do a lot of different stuff, and you change your training based on what the actual phase that you're going through, right?
Yeah. In fact, I periodize this room based on what I'm training. So right now you're kind of coming in a phase where I'm not bodybuilding. I'm actually unequipped some meat from my frame, like 5 pounds, just to be a little bit lighter. So I can do more ring stuff, more jumping, and more movement type stuff is kind of the phase I'm kind of going through right now. So that's why this back area that we're about to get in is more cleared out, because I need space to train. I need space for things like that. But there's quite a lot over here too
and so
a lot of weird shit.
Getting to the back area of the gym where there's some more abnormal stuff. There is I had to ask earlier, the great example of your periodization. We talked about the ghost monolift that you have here, and it's like, well, that's not, you were mentioning that's not the core focus right now, so that's off to the side, out of the way, basically.
Yeah, I'm walking things out right now. I don't need that, and it takes up a lot of space, so I'm just kind of like moving it over there. But the reason why we don't have rubber floors in most of the gym as well is because, let me show you an example of something. Darn, there's nothing.
What to move? Yeah.
Well, it's just
we were talking about even the mono.
You can grab the mono and
just piece of
I can yank it by myself in like 15 seconds. Just
Right.
slide it all over here. I usually keep it right here.
But if it was on a rubber stall mat floor, there's
Nope.
the three of us wouldn't budget. You know.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, and you'd be the rubber mat would be kinking up and bubbles, and it'd be splitting and coming. Yeah, it's just a mess.
Yeah, you got the Panada motorless treadmill. You know, the
I
true form,
love
so,
it. Absolutely love it. And right now I'm just trying to save space, so I wedged it in the Smith mat.
Yeah. This isn't so you can do like Smith machine presses while you're
No, actually.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Now that you mention it, yeah. But yeah, that's actually the bench that goes with it right next to it, just on the outside. But yeah, the Echo treadmill is great. They make I think True Grit makes one in America. It's like about $2,500, and it has the magnetic
resistance.
Yeah, if you're going to get one of these manual treadmills,
Yep.
make sure you get one with a magnetic
so you can
resistance.
Adjust that,
yeah, because I'll give you an example. Watch this. So now it's on the highest setting. Like in order to move it, I have to. It's kind of like this.
Yeah, right.
But then this is where it really shines.
Yeah.
Like this is like a backwards. Like I've even attached like a strap to a machine and like lean back, so it was exactly like a backward sled drag.
Yep.
But it's great for that. But then you can just, shift it back into.
Yeah, there's a pretty aggressive arc at the front of that too. Like you are stepping up when you're, especially with the resistance. One thing I got to point out, I like the York milled 45s that you have here on the Pit Shark. You got a whole stack of these.
I got a lot of them.
Where did these come from? I mean, you bought them used?
New and used gym store.
Yeah.
And they list things. I always follow them on Instagram stories.
Yep.
Because every day they just post things and put the price, and they just go through their building and post random things. And when things show up that interest me, I go, mine. Like the seagull from mine.
For anyone that doesn't know, this is what it means, York milled. Like this is the back. You can see this pattern on them, and they're different. They do this to get them within a certain weight tolerance, and there's different patterns on. But they're cool plates. They're affordable plates too, but they're still really cool and have some history to them.
I think they were just $1 a pound.
Yeah,
maybe.
that
wasn't
about right,
much, but people hated me during COVID, man. Because I was
snagging stuff.
Oh, I got this bug up my butt where I was like, I just wanted to buy a bunch of plates.
Yeah.
And everyone that was buying from the new and used gym store trying to buy equipment was like, God damn it, dude! This guy's buying all the plates. He doesn't need them. It's like,
right.
I don't know what was wrong with me. Hey, grab the knurling on this Pit Shark dip handle.
It's I noticed it here too. It's insane. It's some of like the big, I don't know how.
Big volcano knurling.
Yeah, it's like the biggest volcano knurling that I've ever felt on anything, actually.
This is what big, cheap knurling feels like, and it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to lift with a barbell with it, but for everything else, this.
So this is for, you can do weighted dips.
I don't know how you could.
Okay.
Honestly, because
that's the idea though?
Even just the weight of this.
It's so heavy. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, right now this is the Pit Shark is what they have. You have Squat Max MD, which is great. Brian makes a great product. It's the most affordable. It's the most space efficient. We got one in my barn up there. Most attachments. So if you're short on space and cash, that one's the one to go with.
Yep.
But if you want the best feeling one, I would go with the Pit Shark because this thing just feels so good.
I also do like
the logo.
I mean,
dude, I posted on my stories so many times. There's so many Instagram stories where I'm like, look, it's a shark on a dog body.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's just so silly. I love it. But this is a great machine. You can do upper body stuff on this too for sure.
Slacklining.
This is new. Yeah.
I won't be demonstrating the slackline today.
Yeah, I don't know how good I am at it right now, but.
Oh, that's not bad.
Actually, I magically started getting a lot better at this like a month ago. So I'm not even warmed up right now when I'm really in the zone. But I'll tell you the thing that really helped me out the most with this in learning how to do it.
Wow.
Look at the logo. You see the little monkey dude?
Yeah.
I was on here having a hard time. I was like, what if I act like the monkey? I started doing this with my arms.
And that helped you?
Yeah, that was a secret. I was like, this is what you need to do? You just need to wave your arms way out like an idiot?
The secret was right in front of you the entire time.
It was right there, yeah. But I use this to procrastinate during my warm-up.
Yeah.
When I don't really want to do what I got to do, but I'll just dick around with this, and sometimes I'll just play with it at the end of a session, and I think it's helped a lot, actually.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's getting stronger on it. I feel like balance, like people think it's like a special thing. It's not. Balance is just strength. That's all it is. It's just strength in weird muscles that you're not targeting,
Yeah.
So I'm getting stronger on a slackline.
This chalk bowl from Ghost is pretty sweet. It's about
I love it.
Chalk bowl is
I love it. Yeah, it's overkill, just like everything else Tim did.
But it's still cool.
Still cool, yeah.
You've got the MB Mike Bartos Power Center, the deadlift.
I got a lot of Mike Bartos stuff.
Yeah.
It's hidden everywhere around here. I got the Husafeld Mike Bartow Stone over there in between some equipment.
Yep.
PR platform here, which is fantastic. I got a bunch of stuff in the barn from Mike. Shout out to Mike. You got his log right there.
Yep.
If he makes something, generally there's not a better option than what he makes. So
barbell wise, you got the earthquake bar. I'll just point out some interesting ones here.
Yeah.
This is the Texas bodybuilding
Yeah,
bar, the
good
3
job.
ring. We're big
Yeah.
we know our Texas power bars usually. So,
Yeah.
you've got
It's got the 3 rings on it,
Yeah,
and it's just the diameter's a bit smaller. It's got a good feel when you want to do anything that isn't a major lift.
right.
Yeah.
You've got some various power bars here. The transformer bar.
Yep.
That is a Duffalo bar.
Yep. I got a Mike Bartos axle, Mike Bartos log, Cadillac bar, SSB. I got the squat bar from Texas. I got the Kabuki power bar. I got the power bar from Texas. I got the bodybuilding bar from Texas. I got a, what is this called again?
Camber bar.
Camber bar from Exponent Edge. And then I got that bar right here is the oldest barbell. It's older than anything in this room, maybe.
Okay. So was this yours originally?
That was the one I used to. That was the first bar I ever did a deadlift with in my life. And I got that when my gym closed back in 2006.
What's the skateboard? Do you
It's for Mikey maybe when he comes here.
Okay. Oh yeah, big Mikey. Yeah. So has he been here before?
No, he hasn't.
But you're waiting.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You can also. I was inventing stretches with it.
Yeah.
So there's some really cool stretches you can do with a skateboard, and then also you can put it against the wall and do wall squats. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is kind of a mess over here, but there's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the weirdest things. Let me show you this. I feel bad because I don't know who makes it. I'm pretty sure if you Googled it for a bit, you'd figure out what it is. But I think he's in like Colorado. He's like this. I think he was like a hippie looking dude. He made these things. He sent them to me. No strings attached. No burnt offering. He just fell off. I was like, I got these things. He never contacted me back. And it's probably one of the best massage tools that exist. I don't really do a lot of tissue release work, but if this area is really tight, then I could just sit down. Right now, I'll just demonstrate it standing up, but then just
okay. That's okay.
So try it out real quick. Just do this.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, you'll understand like what else you can do with it across the whole body.
Right. So like that.
Yep. I don't know what this is for. You can just grab it with one hand. You got some width. Feel that?
Yes.
It's crazy,
you could really
isn't it?
manipulate it a lot too. Oh.
Both sides.
To the point of where you have to almost be careful because you can really dig in with that too.
Yeah, and do this back and forth pattern.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and no one knows about it.
I've never seen that before.
Me neither. I forgot what it is, but
I was afraid to ask what it even was for.
Yeah, well, I got
a lot of things.
Yeah, those are amazing for that. But yeah, it's one of the weirder things in here. But whoever the dude is that made it, good job.
It's got the Texas deadlift bar and the Cleva built deadlift jack.
Love that jack because I can sling it around like a weapon in a video.
Yep, that's a good one.
Yep. So we have, there's a trap bar.
Yep.
We got these Havoc rollers. These are really cool. You seen these?
No, I don't know what that's for.
Well, you can do all sorts of like sliding work with it, which is what he really makes it for. Like if you want to do this type of stuff, but I just like it for stretching like on the floor like this. So you can just do all sorts of stuff like that. You can put a limb on there, like a knee or something. It just slides back, but like it's like ice, dude.
Yeah,
it's like an air hockey puck.
Yeah, it does glide.
I don't understand why it's so good.
Right. It is weird.
He's the guy that
There's
originally
no resistance.
Yeah, he's the guy that originally made the Ender's carabiner attachments for.
Okay.
I haven't been inventive yet, but that's what that's for. Really cool stuff. This is a hip thrust from Panada. The crap holder.
Yeah, this is the original drink spotter. Before you had a drink spotter to put your drinks in, you could set them on top of the reverse hyper.
Yeah, I got drink spotters now, so I don't need to use this anymore. If anyone's in the market for a West Side barbell reverse hyper, hit me up because I already got my drink holders now.
Yeah, we're covered over here.
You're covered over here. I do like this from Matt Winning. This is an incredible machine. This Good Morning machine. Have you used it?
No.
Here, step into it.
Okay.
Try that out
I don't know
first.
where I'm stepping into. Like, am I facing this way?
Yep. You're
this on my back.
Yep. And the watch this right here. Look to your right, bottom right here. This is how you pull the pin out.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So go ahead and let your arms hang down
like this.
And do you do mixed grip?
No.
Oh no. Okay. No, act like you're deadlifting.
Okay.
Just try to imagine you're deadlifting.
Yeah.
Feel that?
Yes.
So
I actually do like this. I can actually.
It's incredible.
Glutes and hamstrings, and this is a cool machine.
So the way Matt explained it is just because the weight is on this part of your back, the pressure gradient changes so that it actually it's a slightly different stimulus, but it's different fatiguing. But I think it's a awesome accessory for anyone that wants to if you need to build tissue for the deadlift without doing more deadlifts, this is an awesome option right here. And right next to it is probably the most popular ass machine in the world.
What's it called?
The Gluteator.
The Gluteator.
I have everyone trying to buy it from me right now. They want mine. I don't know. Did the company go out of business or something? It's a little weird.
I don't know.
But check it out, Dynavec, Dynavec MD. Jeff is the guy that makes it. You want to know an interesting story about this? He made this as a warm-up for athletes who needed to squat, right? So this is what it does. I'll show you real quick. But it's like what a hip abduction should be.
Yeah.
You know? How much weight is on here? Oh, never mind. It's like this. Okay.
Okay, wow. I didn't even realize what way you were going to be moving here. I didn't know it was going to go that way.
So it's like what a hip abduction should be like.
Yeah.
Eric Bugenhagen was on this. That's why he was dicking around with it. That's why there's so much weight on it right now. But he made it as a warm-up for squats, thinking that was his market, and then he realized he was marketing it to the wrong audience because every girl that wants a big butt, this is their dream machine. Because that's what it does. It just pumps up your butt. Sam's on this 3 days a week. she will not get off this damn thing. It's great. I use it during certain phases of my training, but it's awesome. And I got this Adductor machine because with all the side splits I do, I need some sort of volume for the groin.
Oh yeah.
And side splits is you got to imagine that's like a pause deadlift. You know, if you can imagine a pause one rep, and if that's all you do, you're probably gonna have some problems.
So it breaks. I mean, you can't just be. You can only do so many of those then at one point in time or in one period of time.
Okay. They're really hard on the body. Okay. So in order to get the accessory work I need, in order to get the volume in, I just use one of these things. And this has actually become researched as popular in bodybuilding because a lot of bodybuilders in the UK, like James Hollingshead and JP and stuff like that, they've been training on this for years. And what happens is when you go ham on this machine and you keep it in your routine, it builds up these adductors on the inside. And from the front, if you're a bodybuilder, you're trying to show a quad, people don't realize a large part of what's being displayed as that's big leg is this muscle right here. And this is what's going to build it. So
awesome.
It's a great addition to quad extension. Yeah. That is our product.
Yeah.
We make it.
Things that make you say ah.
Ah.
The big man. I just am now realizing this is the tallest rack I've ever seen. I think
that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
So Ghost, strongman.
I have to grab something. Actually, you talk about this rack, and I have to grab something important at this point in our
journey.
So yeah.
So when I first got my first apartment gym, I got the 90-inch Rogue rack. I think it was the RM6 at the time. And then when I went and moved to a 3-car garage and had a higher ceiling, I went to the 100-inch. I got another rack, a 100-inch rack. So it's graduating, these are benchmarks, you know what I mean? And then when we moved into this building, I was well, now it's time to get the tallest rack I can. And what was the tallest rack I could find was the Ghost Strongman rack, which is 120 inches tall and about 10 feet. And Sam makes fun of me because one of my major things was I could imagine Brian Shaw being here and doing log pin press outs.
Yeah.
Would be the only thing I could think of that you would ever need that height for, but he's never been here to do that. So
that challenge is the best. And fully equipped with 1, 2, 3, 4 drink spotters on here.
Oh yeah, there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, not including the 5th one over there.
Yeah, but there is one problem. You kind of have a theme in your gym.
Yeah.
And it's not silver. It's
no way.
Yeah. It's actually
you made me a gold drink spotter?
Yeah, it's a real gold-plated drink spotter.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Are you going to sell more of these?
No, those are very special. There's only a few of those around.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. You guys might be wondering why I have so many of these. All right, I'm gonna put it right there for now.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the shine off of that.
Well, I mean, there's so many things you can put in them.
Yeah.
I got a spray can of. Have you ever seen this stuff?
Is that liquid chalk?
Liquid chalk. You could put your smelling salts. You could put your water. You could put your energy drink. You could put that's 4 things right there.
Right.
So. If
the list goes on.
Yeah, so that means everyone needs to buy more drink spotters, right?
That's exactly right.
That's U-Bell.
U-Bell AbMat product.
Thanks for the gold drink spotter.
Yeah. We figured couldn't imagine a better home for it. You know?
That's great.
Yeah. These are I've never really messed with these before, but I have seen them, and these are kind of interesting.
I don't use them much right now for some reason, but I can tell you when I purchased them, I was 100% not disappointed. I was like, part of me was like, is this going to be like some sort of weird gimmicky, like I'm not going to like this, but I got them like, oh, I like them more than I thought I would.
I imagine
they're awesome.
Like figuring out which movements you really like with them too, because there's certain specific things that I think would be really interesting to use those for.
So they're great for standing overhead press.
Yeah.
If you like old time strongman side press or bent press.
Yeah.
Turkish get-ups, which, you know, you love them or hate them. They're not good for building muscle, I agree. Since that reel seems to have like 900 million views at this point, I get it. Yeah. But no.
Some things are just fun too, right?
Even curls. Yeah, they're fun.
Some things are just fun, and that's okay too.
Mm-hmm. So I do like those. This Plow floor?
One of the coolest things in your gym, the Plow floor.
Which right now has a green screen because we film, we do things. So I left the green screen up. Maybe we can find some use for it. But the Plow floor, I'll show you what's underneath so you understand. It is 2 sheets of 1/4 birch plywood with the bottom one has the springs attached. And I bought this from a website called Glory and Power, which is like a cheerleading website.
Yeah.
And for the price of, I think it was like $4,600 for the whole floor.
Right.
And they delivered it. They're professional. And with me, Joey, and Anton, we did a time lapse and assembled it in like 35 minutes.
Okay.
And it was perfect. Tolerances were like, holy shit, how'd they get the tolerance correct on all this wood all the way to the back wall? Would 100% recommend anybody with space or a CrossFit box that wants to take it to the next level of their business to get some sort of notoriety locally, like, oh, you got to go to that CrossFit box because they got a Plow floor. Get on it. Just walk on it in your shoes. Just go ahead and get on it.
I don't want to get it dirty.
It's okay. I'll sweep it later.
It is, and I got to be on this a little bit earlier too, and you can't, it's hard to describe what this actually feels like, but it's like you are walking on a cloud almost.
It's not a trampoline.
No. It's like you
can do all your lifts on it too.
Right.
You don't need to. You wouldn't, but.
And you mentioned earlier, you know, if you've been around for a while, like this hurts your knees sometimes if you do this. Mm-hmm. Not on here. It is like you're kneeling on a cloud even too.
Mm-hmm. So if you have to do any sort of floor work, this is inviting. Whereas I don't really want to train stretching on this hard floor. It's not inviting. And I think a lot of people don't realize the barriers to them meeting their fitness goals is things that they're not thinking about like this.
Yeah.
Like they don't know why they don't want to do it. They just don't. They're like, I don't want to stretch. It doesn't feel like this is the reason why. It's because you got a fucking hard floor in your garage. I can understand why. But if you have like, look at all these mats I got over here. Come here, Tommy. I got like a cloud mat. I got like the ProFlex kneeling pad from like a construction website, which I think is probably your first stop if you need a mat to stretch on.
Okay.
You got this folding mat, a big block, all these mats and stuff, and then a Plow floor. It's like at any given time, I don't have to like, oh, it's comfortable, it's inviting. I want to do it. You see what I'm saying? So
you've removed the barriers from doing it, basically.
This is why I think home gyms are so important, is because it removes the barrier of it's right there.
Right.
You don't have to stop on the way home. You don't have to go back to the gym. You have what you need. And for what most people's fitness needs are, you can put it in a home. So I just think removing those barriers is one of the smartest things you can do.
Yeah. I would bring a blanket and a pillow in here, and I think you could just sleep on this.
We've had Romark and Martine sleep here.
I totally could sleep on this. I think.
We've had guests sleep on this before with some of these mats.
You've got the rolling mirrors. I've messed with it. Yeah, they're very light. Where have we seen these before, Tommy? Yeah.
See? Very light.
Juji's a strong guy, but that's actually not much lighter than...
Warm.
Oh, yeah. Because it's not actually...
It's the Matrix.
Yeah. So if you do scratch it, like this right here, if I wanted to fix that, I would just take a blow dryer to it.
And it would tighten it up.
It would tighten it up. There might be like a small film there, but after a while, you just kind of give up. I've thrown chairs into it on accident. It's like, oh, fuck. It's kind of like keying your car. You know, it's like at a certain point, these things aren't going to be perfect anymore.
Right.
You know, but these are about 4 years old, and I got 4 of them. So you can always like create like this wacky waving.
Oh, it's actually, no, it's a maze. It's like, oh, and then this is where you take your little kid in there and they walk face first into this. But
I've had a lot of people reach out to me asking where I got these. I think I bought them from a website called G-Tech Fitness, which I think just sells the same ones all the other websites sell them from.
Yeah.
They're pretty expensive though. Like they kind of force you to buy multiple ones because
the prices.
When you buy 3, you get 60% off. It's like,
Okay, yeah.
Exactly,
Right.
yeah. But I think they're
cool.
worth it. They're very useful too.
And if you're bodybuilding or doing something like that, what do you need?
Posing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So for example, come here.
Oh yeah, you can actually get the full picture at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. Now if.
Oh yeah, I can see my back.
Yeah, you could be working on your back poses in the mirror. See that?
Get your lat spread on, and you can actually see you can actually clearly see it. I'm not like looking over my shoulder. I'm looking at myself in like 3 different spots.
You don't have to actually change your position to get it right. Yeah, it's super useful. Also, I've been practicing this thing called rope flow lately, which is like, I like it, and these are helpful for learning moves. Because I'll be stuck on a move for like a day or 2, and then I'll roll at the mirrors and be like, what the fuck, I just did it.
Yeah.
Because I could see my back, and then I start reacting to that instead. And it's like, oh, the rope needs to go all the way back here to swoop through. And it's like, oh, I got it. So super useful.
That Titan Fitness thing, is that like, what are those called?
Bulgarian bag?
Bulgarian bag.
Yeah, I got one because I wanted to use it for stretching. Like, let's say I want to do like a weighted stretch, and I wanted just like a different option.
Right.
So I got this on my back instead of a barbell or a plate or something else. I just thought it was good.
Yeah.
And honestly, Sam uses this every leg workout. She lunges around the room with it on all the time.
Okay.
I think I bought the right.
Comfortable.
Yeah, I think I bought the right weight, 40 pounds. But you do like this is for like MMA if you're like trying to train your grip, or if it's like, you can imagine it's like an opponent you're trying to throw around, and then they do the thing with it where they grab it. And
because you were talking about the rope flow, and I'm like, you kind of spin it like a mace almost, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they actually make ropes that actually are giant knots. But I'll show you a quick trick real quick. Come over here, Tanner. You don't need to buy a mace. So I do have a couple Kabuki maces.
Yep.
They're great.
Shoulder rock.
Yeah, they're great. 60, 70 bucks, super affordable. But you don't actually have to do that. Well, let me show you what you can do with a barbell.
Just needs a power bar.
You don't even need a power bar. You just need a bar.
Yeah.
But this exercise right here, and this is where Instagram comes in handy because you're fucking doom scrolling and you see this, you're like, oh yeah, and learn a new move.
Oh yeah.
Same thing.
Wow, yeah.
Only you don't have
I actually haven't seen someone do that before.
You don't have to have an extra piece of equipment.
Right.
And you can even do things like this, where I got this one from Phase 6.
Oh yeah.
So barbell flows for stretching. But
yeah.
You want to do the Mace version?
Yeah, show me again what you grabbed at center.
Yeah, okay. So, have you done Mace swings?
I have done some Mace swings before. So
all right, switch your grip.
Switch it. Okay.
Yeah, now go over your left shoulder.
Left shoulder.
Throw it back behind you. Exactly. Yes, good.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
It's weird, the balance point is, it's weightless a little bit. You know, it's like a true Mace, I guess, when you do it, sometimes it almost feels weightless, but I wasn't expecting it from the barbell.
I think it feels better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I was like, this can't be a Mace substitute.
Cool.
Then you do it, you're like, oh, yes, it's a Mace substitute for sure.
That's odd. I've never done that before.
So there you go, guys. You need a Mace. You want to start doing like shoulder healthy stuff? Just get your barbell out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You've got your workstation set up here, which is
it's a hellhole. Look at it.
This is...
Look at it.
There is things going on. This tells you that not everything that comes out of here happens on accident.
Oh no, I mean I make fun of people that have like super clean, nice, neat, like Apple advertisement worthy, like entrepreneur in the high-rise hotel with the bright lighting, sitting there in the morning routine, bullshit, like typing on a computer with nothing else on their desk. No. If your computer station doesn't look like a bunch of fucking wires and rat's nest of shit going on, you ain't getting work done.
Tommy, you can actually launch the space shuttle with this too. That's what that's been used for.
Oh, my cube case?
Yeah.
I built that. So I've been building computers my whole life, so I just assemble. It's easy. You just buy all the parts and put them together. But,
it's easy if you know what you're doing. It wouldn't be easy for me, but it's easy for someone that knows their way around.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is my workstation or whatever, my monitors. I got a standing desk that converts, so I'm always moving around.
Yeah.
So I'm always changing positions. I'll be sitting on a Swiss ball, I'll be kneeling, I'll be sitting in a weird kneeling chair, I'll be standing up. I'm a big fan of not being in one position for very long.
Yeah.
Like, at a certain point, you're just going to have to buckle down and sit down for an hour to get some shit done. But,
right.
You know,
but other times it might, depending on what you're doing, it might not. Maybe it is a great time to stand or be on the ball or right.
Yeah, or just at least get up and walk outside for 5 minutes and drink some water. You know what I mean? I think people get stuck in a position because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me show you upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We got to go top. We call this top shelf. We're going to go top shelf to see what's up there.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you can probably see like this is some media stuff, but this connects to some surveillance and as well
rental
as
car.
What'd you say?
Our rental car is on TV.
You can see your rental car. Yep. As well as the speakers. Like I don't even know how that's supposed to stay there. It does.
Yeah. And the play button from YouTube. Pretty cool.
Yeah. We got a couple of them. I got one in my house too. I think when a damaged one or something, I had to get another one.
Okay.
I think ours got lost in the mail.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that. I think it's coming soon.
When I bought it from the website that makes them for YouTube, there was more verification on that than like a passport TSA.
Adopting a child.
No, it took like 2 weeks to convince them it was me.
Right.
Jesus Christ. But it's useful to have, especially in the house when people walk in. They're like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, I know what you do. I don't have to ask. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, it's hard to explain what I do for a living.
Yeah, I would imagine that can be difficult depending on the person.
So this is the upstairs area. It's mostly cardio. I got a bed over there. Yeah, you got a banana duck. We got a bunch of Cydio crates when they were advertising super hard on Instagram, and I was influenced to buy stuff.
I've never seen those before.
They're pretty nice.
Okay.
And then, so probably my favorite, got a stack of nose strips over here. So this is how you know this machine's been used. I go to sleep with nose strips at night, to help me breathe. Yep. And I'll wear it during cardio. It's like, getting my money's worth.
Right.
And then they'll pop off when I'm doing cardio. And just stick it right there when I'm done. So
that's, is that like a stepper, or is that a?
No, it's a.
Oh, it's like more like an elliptical.
Yeah, it's the best elliptical.
Okay.
I like this one more than any other elliptical because just the way it moves.
Yeah.
Now lately, I've just been going super goddamn hard on the assault bike and the sled outside.
Okay.
For the summer, but this thing is just like, it's a great way for like guys that don't want cardio to interfere with other parts of their training.
Right.
Don't want to beat up any particular body part, want to get the cardio respiratory benefits of it, and don't want to like sacrifice their joints. You see what I'm saying? It's just so smooth. So the Precore AMT is just the way to go if you're going to get an elliptical to save yourself. Because like powerlifters, like your joints are all fucked up enough as it is.
You don't need extra wear and tear just when your goal is cardiovascular training.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't want the Stairmaster. If you can have it, you can take it with you if you want. It's like, that's just going to beat up your legs.
Do you think this will fit? Do you think this will fit in our carry-on?
You probably don't want that one. It's haunted.
This one's haunted?
It's haunted. So if you go up high enough in resistance, it'll go super fast. It'll just start going faster and faster until it kicks you off. Someone.
Jacob's ladder.
I love it.
Yeah, very interesting piece of equipment right there.
I always love the same picture they always have of like the same group from like 2001 on there. Like they're supposed to be like the relatable group of like the guy with a police shirt that's off duty.
The shirt, a white shirt that just says police.
Yeah, and then there's like the normal dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Jacob's ladder is funny. But I think it's great. We've actually had to repair it.
Okay.
You open it up, it's pretty crazy looking inside. It's just like a bunch of chains that'll cut your hands off.
You got a couple of the classic pieces, Concept 2 rower, the Concept 2 ski erg.
Oh, the ski erg is awesome, dude.
I can tell you've been using the ski erg also. You've left your sweat mark on that one too. So.
Yep, go to town on that. The ski erg is amazing. It's like lat cardio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits your lats really good.
Right.
A lot going on here. But the rest of this is just some junk in the corner and stuff. But you feel the air conditioning?
Oh. Yeah, you do have an AC'd building here too also. That's worth noting. You do not have to have heat here, I suppose. Or do you have heat?
We have heater too.
Okay. How cold does it ever? I mean, do you have to use the heat very much?
Some. Yeah. I use it some. I don't think you have to have either.
If
you really wanted to get down to it, you don't have to ever have any air conditioning. But
sometimes in South Dakota, you have to have heat, or else you just die.
Okay, never mind. Okay, wait. I take that back. I forgot about like South Dakota, Calgary, Minnesota. Okay, I'll shut up now.
But also, I could make the argument, sometimes here you almost have to have air conditioning, probably, I suppose. Like, if you want to, you wouldn't have to, but in order to not make yourself want to still come in here.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good option. We got two 3.5 ton units out there, if anyone knows what that means, with the spiral ducts all through the building.
They're giant.
They're no slouch.
Right.
And we make sure we pay for the annual service just to make. They were just out here a week ago actually, bugging me during my deadlift workout. And they weren't bugging me. They're nice guys.
There's no joke when you call it gym home. Every home has a bed, right?
Yeah.
It's a gym home. It's got to.
I used to sleep up here a lot, but I've been sleeping in the house more with my wife, Sam, as I should probably. But it feels like this is the equivalent of maybe sleeping on the couch when you can't sleep in your own bed. You know, you go at the couch and sleep.
Yeah.
Or if it's just like if I'm so busy or something, or if collab, some guests will sleep up here.
Yeah, makes
it's nice.
sense.
But yeah, it's pretty cool to be able to wake up in the morning and just like I live in a gym.
Yeah. It is a cool thing.
It's very cool.
And you just sometimes you wake up and just inspect the view, I suppose. And you're like, yep, I live in a gym right now.
Yeah. Like if I were to do cardio with this in the morning, for example, I could just sit there on it and just like try to time the music and my movements to the fan speed. So like look at the fan blades. It's a weird thing. But, yeah. But
sounds like a guy that's done a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
Oh, when you can notice an observation like that, yeah. I'm a big fan of cardio. The last couple of years, I've gotten more and more into it for sure.
Awesome.
Kitchen? Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. You
sure.
better. I mean, it's part of the building, right? Like we gotta.
No stone unturned.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Go back to bottom shelf.
Bottom shelf.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a kitchen area. Of course, it's a kitchen, so we live in it. So it's not like super like on display. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
It's a real thing you actually use.
I'm a real person. I'm
Yeah.
not one of those fake influencers. Like everything has to look a certain way.
Right.
You know, you got stuff, I guess. But yep.
It's nice.
For a stove, I use the induction.
Okay.
And you
Yep.
saw the flies fly out from. Come here, you. And then I got the. Well, this doesn't work, but it was.
It's a keg fridge.
Yeah, it doesn't work right now. It's been broken for the last year. I tried to fix it, but it makes too big of a mess. But it's actually nitro cold brew. So
Okay.
it was for nitro coffee and then carbonated water, which was a godsend during bodybuilding preps.
Just because it's calorie.
Yeah,
zero
because
calorie,
if you
flavor something.
if you take carbo water,
Yeah.
which this thing is going to carbonate your water like 10 times better than a soda stream. Like
Okay.
you cannot compare to this. This is like more carbonated than the most carbonated drink you ever had. It's like, I'm drinking Spikes. I like this. You know, that's the feeling. But if you add like a little drink mix powder to like that Spike mix, that carbonated mix, it's just like, you're just drinking it because you can't eat.
Yeah.
And it tastes so good. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's amazing. But yeah, we got that. We got a rain fridge here.
Yeah, fully stocked.
Yeah. Rain keeps me going, keeps my friends going.
Yeah.
So-
Some days it's a long day in home gym, and you just need a little, or in gym home, and you need a little extra pick me up.
Yeah, and then this is the stuff that actually goes into a keg.
that's the guts.
This is the guts. That would be the carbo tank, the nitro tank, the keg itself, and then it's just like you just fill it with water and just there you go. But it's a pretty cool option. Actually, this thing I think it was just around like maybe like $980.
Okay.
Which I think is a pretty good price.
Yeah, for sure.
For you look at it, it's like, oh, I'd like to have one of those. It's like it's not like
Not
$1 million.
crazy.
It's not
Right.
crazy, no.
Right.
So it's pretty good, yeah.
Awesome. I mean, we didn't dig into every single piece of equipment, but that's what this place is like. If we were to look into, I mean, I could spend like 3 hours just going piece by piece on this, but I do think we got a really cool flavor for what's going on here. I would say, everyone watching, let us know what your favorite thing was what your favorite piece of equipment in the gym was. Let us know if you think Juji's missing anything. Is there anything here that he doesn't have that he needs to have?
I think that question's been asked. I forgot what
Okay.
it was. What was it that I was missing? It's not like I have everything. But there's certain things I'm missing that are intentional why I don't have them.
Okay.
That, I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now.
Okay. What do you have big? You talked about yard gym.
Yeah.
And I suppose based on the periodization, this is always rotating. But is there anything else as far as big future plans that you feel like is going to change? Or I suppose it just depends on the periodization.
A couple other things that are kind of like corollarily related to fitness is I'd like to have like a little recovery hut. With like I don't have a sauna.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and my cold tub was hand built by me and my dad, which is great. Maybe nice to have an updated one that I could sit upright in because
Right.
if you've ever done, I like cold therapy. I think it feels great. And laying down in it isn't as fun as sitting upright in one. So if
Yeah.
you have the option of getting a cold therapy thing, try to get one that like a barrel that you sit in instead. So something like that, maybe some other like recovery tool type things, like a little recovery hut, like I said, something to relax in.
Yeah.
And then I want to expand my garden, like have like a mini farm back here. I have a garden outside this building. It looks really bad right now.
Yeah.
We were gone for 1 week during collabs. When we came back, and it was just absolutely mauled by deer because the landscapers removed like the netting to get inside and never put it back. We came back. It's like great. all my okra, my fig tree, my berries, all of it's just gone. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh. But I would like to have like a little mini garden. Like I want a giant turtle.
Yeah.
You know, maybe an ostrich. I don't know. You know, just some crazy shit.
Limitless.
But I want like a little mini farm back there. So it's like the whole property is called Gym Farm. And that's like you have.
And then there's segments within it. Yeah.
Exactly. So there's Gym Home, we have Gym Yard, Gym Farm.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for showing us around. This is awesome. What a cool gym. One of the coolest gym tours we've ever got to be a part of, so this is really cool. We are going to have other videos with Juji. We're not done, so make sure you're checking that out as more come out. We're going to do some other fun stuff here today while we're here. Thank you so much, Juji, and everyone watching. We appreciate it. This is really cool.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, put one in Old Vice.
Handshake, POV handshake?
Yeah. There it is.
Good job. Thank you,
See you next
Tommy.
time.